You know, I did a post about Zuck's letter a few days ago, got published here in the US, basically admitting the meddling of the government in Meta's, censorship and things like that. Blatantly admitting that the Biden administration reached their fat hand of censorship into the social media platforms. And just a few days ago in France, the founder of Telegram, another app, was arrested. And, there's a lot that we don't know about it, but, the basic premise is that he is not willing to let governments moderate what happens on his app, on Telegram. And freedom of speech, freedom of expression is our greatest good. It is the backdrop, it's the foundation of any free society. And when I say freedom of expression, that includes not just speech, but what you wear, how you express yourself, what you want to do, who you want to be with, who you want to sleep with, who you want to identify with as, for all I care. And, we have to learn that we are just not going to agree with everybody's opinion. And that some people, in our limited perception, will be vile and grotesque and maybe even hateful and vengeful. And we still have to create the maximum tolerance for freedom. Now, I'm not saying into perverse things like child trafficking and child pornography and all kinds of ugly stuff like that. I'm not talking about freedom of expression in that sense. I'm talking about adults having their own political opinions, their own philosophical ideas, their own religious ideas, and these are all subject to a freedom of expression. That is the fundamental good, and we're just not going to agree with everybody. We're just not going to be aligned with everybody in this world, and that's okay. Because if we take the freedom away of some, nobody has freedom. Because next time it will be your freedom that's compromised. And so, just take a look at this Telegram situation and see what happens there, what unfolds there. We had this letter about Zuck. We know the manipulation that is happening in the media, through social media, censorship. Seen it full on during the whole pandemic, right? Doctors that lost their careers, scientists that got ostracized, and later turned out they were speaking the truth. So be very, very careful. And now we're entering in this election season, and I see a lot of polarization. People very adamantly for one or the other, and they're demonizing the other side. And, if they get elected, we're all going to go to hell in a handbasket. And if they get elected, and, they're all saying the same thing. And the only thing I'll say here is that none of them are your saviors. They're all patently corrupt. They're all part of the system. So quit looking for a savior in these political figures, but definitely see the humanity even in them, in their imperfections, in their limitations. Just see past it. That's just their human shell, their human avatar. Yeah, sometimes they say silly stuff, but underneath that is a divine essence that's present in every single person. And the whole idea is to see that in every single person. And if you cannot see that, if you cannot reach there, then please, for the love of God, zip it until you can. Love is what we need in this world. We have enough war, enough violence, enough apathy, enough hate. We need love. And if you cannot find love and go search for it and then speak. That's my message. Freedom of expression, love and truth. Love and truth, Robert.